embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you.
There's so much when you look back over however many years it's been and the things that we experienced in such a short time. And then when Pat and I met, she was always interested in jazz, always. And so was I. And so there we went. And people just were all excited about us as four little kids, you know. And we went to work at the Sutherland Hotel on the south side of Chicago. They'd never had a white, I hate labels, white group though, in this primarily black hotel. We called ourselves the Modernettes.
Okay, yeah, the Modernettes. And you'd play the snare drum.
Yeah.
While my mom would like solo, you'd pull out the snare and
Yeah,
start like...
yeah. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny?
Jazz?
Yeah, oh yeah, jazz. We had this great following, and it was just a real fun little intimate place. I don't remember how we even got the job, but we were there for a long time.
They were so good, they didn't imitate anybody. This was them. This is where they just, their talent. Here it is, folks.
It was just like the innocence, just loving what we do. And we used to do things just the two of us, like Pat and I did on that Beverly Kelly Sings thing, where I did Embraceable You and Spring Is Here, I think. It was just Pat and I, and now there's a nice feeling when you do that, and Pat fills it in like it should be a whole orchestra. How did we pay our rent and buy our clothes, and how did we do that? I don't know, we just did. It was difficult, and being a single mom, and looking for babysitters, oh my gosh, that was difficult.
You and my mom were kind of the original feminists.
Yeah,
right?
we were. You know, when
you were you make feminism what you guys did.
That's what
and
we
you
thought.
were as good as anybody.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't take, you know, I remember so many people wanted us to get all dressed up in our foo-foo. I have one foo-foo picture in there. Well, I'll show you look through. I was in this dress and I was posing, and that is so not me. They used to get mad because I wore my jeans, and I wore tights, and you know.
That's funny.
They said, you can't be seen like that. What will people think? My own mom, said, you know, Beverly, she said, you could make millions of dollars if you would just listen to those people. I says, yeah, but I'd lose me. I think that this fits. She didn't take herself too seriously, like with an ego kind of thing. She just loves, from my experience, my perception, she just always loved what she did. And then when she and Scotty LaFaro, I only worked with Scotty for just a little while, because he came and worked with Pat. He is just unbelievable. So Pat and Scotty really connected musically. And I think it was great for Pat. It freed her up to be even more creative than with somebody who could know where she was going musically. When you have this natural talent that she has, she's a piano in the form of Pat, or Pat in the form of whatever. It's all together. You can do anything. And she makes gospel. I've always loved gospel, but she does gospel like nobody else has ever done it. Your mom met Mike after Allison, and so that was great. So she was rescued from the craziness, if you will. But I hadn't met him before, and I think it's great that he took her out of the madness. Something happened, you know, the business can do nasty things to you. And that's why I'm so happy that she came through it all, and she's doing her thing now. I think it was great that she found that spiritual road to come out of it, because that's a dark place. I mean, I've known lots and lots of musicians that didn't make it. All the musicians there were just all these talented people, but they all would get stoned, and not a lot of people were putting a needle in their arm at that time. Well, some were, but it became like this young man that said to me, that just died, but Bev, it feels so good. It just feels so good. I says, but look what it does to you. Oh, but it feels so good. I like the way I feel when I'm loaded, when I'm high, and there's nothing else like it. So when you're talking about reaching that special note, if you will, like Charlie Parker, he was so unbelievably talented, but enough is never enough, maybe.
The drugs, like alcohol, expedites creativity
Okay, that's a good way
to a
put it.
point. You know, you're really playing along, and let me play my trombone, and everything's great, and then you take a drink, and boy, it expands your mind, you can play better. And then you keep drinking and drinking, you think you're playing better, and oh my God, it's awful. But you don't know that, you know, you don't know that. But
It's an addiction. You
Yeah.
are, bless your heart, you're an example of someone who got beyond that.
I did it, overdid it, you know.
Oh yeah, and I don't know, by the grace of God, I have no idea how I did not get stuck in that. I don't know. Maybe because I had Greg, and because I wanted to be. He was maybe the angel that sat on my shoulder with the angels that were all around me. I don't know, but I didn't have that desire. I remember one time that some of the guys said, "Hey, come on, Bev, get stoned with us and see how you like it when you sing." I said, "Okay." And so I did, and I listened to myself back, and I says, "Oh my God, what did I do?" That you think it's like Chuck just said. You think it's great.
It's wonderful. And
But-
it is for a while. It really is. You do play better. Just for a brief while.
I didn't.
And then all of a sudden it just turns to stuff. And you're the only one that knows what's going on. But the audience, and it gets worse and worse. And first thing you know, you're out of the business. The way I'd play, if I could play piano. That's what I hear what she's trying to do and what she does. Not trying to do, what she does. And it just comes out like, whoa, it's exactly what I want to hear. And she does everything. And then she adds to it and goes on beyond what I even can imagine. But she's just the epitome of piano players to me. And she's my dear friend.
That's so sweet.
Makes me,
See, he makes me
very
cry.
Yeah, she's just very touching. She's a
Yeah.
very sweet, sweet person. I love her very much. So I have to have little tears here, but
That's okay. Tears are good.
yeah,
They're
love her.
like little angels coming
so
down your
talented.
cheeks, right?
Yeah.
Embrace me.
You're a fan of Pat Moran.
Oh, yeah, she used to sing with my mom. She used to play piano with my mom. She was part of the group, the Pat Moran Quartet. But yeah, I just recently saw a YouTube video of her.
That was him. That was Allan's Vimeo.
Oh, did you?
Oh, you saw that?
That yeah, it was excellent. I mean, really, really cool. And it was the first time I'd seen her in so many years. And it was good to see. You know, I mean, she looked like she was in good health, and she was singing, and you know, all her kids. And I mean, but what an honor to meet you, man. It's so cool. I mean, your mom is one awesome lady.
And it's an honor to meet you too. She's one of my favorite singers of all time. You really are.
Yeah, well, she's between the two of them. I don't know. It just, I don't know.
No, I
what happened.
play their albums to my friends, you know. Who are
Yeah.
Bring out the
Wow.
gypsy.
it's just
We have to bring
like
it
a
back.
slice of
I mean, you guys are
American
as young as you are in this town. I mean, you're both in great shape. You should do a reunion of some sort and do something in the studio. And by all means, go for it. I mean, there's a lot of you have a lot of fans, and your albums are still selling in Japan and all over. And I mean, why not?
Above all